Welcome to the lecture series of Basic Chemistry. In this series, we are going to start organic chemistry. The learning outcomes of today's lectures are you are going to understand about introduction of organic chemistry, the properties of organic compounds such as melting, boiling point, solubility, the solid state properties. Okay, so let's start by the introduction. So, what is organic chemistry? It is a subdiscipline within chemistry, okay? And it involves the scientific study of structure of compounds, their properties, their compositions, how they react, and how they are prepared, okay? The preparation of carbon based compounds like hydrocarbons and their derivative. In this picture, you can see a hydrocarbon, one carbon and four hydrogens. So it is a hydrocarbon. Their derivatives are also called organic compound. These compounds may contain any number of other elements also, like hydrogen, nitrogen. This particular figure is showing us a hydrocarbon. It could be this carbon could be attached with a nitrogen or oxygen, halogen, okay, and as well as other elements like phosphorus, silicon, sulfur. So these kind of structures are the organic compound. Now, these organic compounds are very diverse structurally, and the range of application of organic compound is enormous. Okay, they either form the basis of or are very important constituent of many products, including plastics, drugs, petrochemicals, food, explosives, paints. They form the basis of almost all the life processes that happens on earth, except some cases. Okay, there are always some exceptions. Now let's talk about the properties of organic compound. So physical properties of organic compounds typically of interest include both the features, that is quantitative and qualitative. So qualitative properties are easy, that is order means smell of a compound, consistency, it means its viscosity, okay, how viscous the compound is, its solubility, in which type of solvent it dissolves, and their color. And what is quantitative properties or features? So quantitative exactly means the measurement or how we express the compounds, like water is expressed as H2O, oxygen gas is expressed as O2. Okay, so this is quantitative features, how we express the chemical compound. So quantitative and qualitative features both comes in physical properties. Now talk about some chemical properties, melting and boiling point. So in earlier times, melting and boiling points were the most important thing, because they are the only things which gives crucial information about the purity or identity of organic compounds. Nowadays we have a lot of other instruments, but in earlier times it was only the melting and boiling point of compounds. So in contrast to many inorganic material, the organic compound typically melt and many gets boiled also. So the melting and boiling point correlate with the polarity of the molecule and their molecular weight also. Some organic compound, especially the symmetrical one. In this figure, I have shown you one is a symmetrical compound. They get sublime, um, that is, they evaporate without melting. Okay, so there is no liquid phase, they directly get sublimed, okay, into gaseous phase. A well-known example of sublimable organic compound is the para-dichlorobenzene. Its structure is like a benzene ring, and at the para position up and down there are chlorine attached to it. Okay, and this para-dichlorobenzene is a odoriferous constituent of modern mothballs. Odoriferous means the smelling agent which gives smell to the mothballs. Okay, that is a para-dichlorobenzene, and it's a sublimable organic compound we all use in our cupboards of clothes. Okay, to prevent clothes from the insects, okay, or the smells. Organic compounds are usually not very stable at temperature above 300 degrees Celsius. They get they gets into different phase, okay, and always there are some exception, but generally they are not stable above 300 degrees Celsius. Now let's talk about the solubility. Neutral organic compound tend to be hydrophobic. Neutral organic compound means like NaCl. Na have a positive charge, Cl have a negative charge, right? So both become neutral now. MgCl2, Mg have -2 charge and Cl is 2. Okay, Cl have minus charge, but it's written Cl2. That's why it is also a neutral organic compound. So they are very hydrophobic. Hydro means water, phobic means fear. So what they are very water fear. That's why they do not get dissolved in water. Okay. And they are soluble in other organic solvent. So exceptions include organic compound that contain ionizable group. Okay, so the compounds which have ionizable group which are not neutral, and also if they have low molecular weight, alcohols, amines, carboxylic acid, where hydrogen bonding occurs, they are more soluble in water. Okay, so keep it in mind that whenever you find a organic compound having amines in it, alcohols, carboxylic acid, okay, carboxylic acid formula is COOH. Okay, so these have these have hydrogen bonding, and that's why they get dissolved in water. Okay, organic compound tend to dissolve in organic solvent, and solvent can be either pure substance like ether or ethyl alcohol, or mixtures such as paraffinic solvent or various petroleum ethers and white spirit, or the range of pure or mixed aromatic solvent also. Okay, they are obtained from petroleum and tar fractions. Solubility in the different solvent depend upon the solvent type and on the functional group if present. So please keep it in mind that solubility depends on the type of solvent and the functional group attached to it. Okay. Now let's talk about solid state properties. So there are various specialized properties of molecular crystals and organic polymers. Okay, they have some conjugated system also attached with them, and these solid state properties can be of thermomechanical or electromechanical. Thermochemical means the heat capacity, its thermal conductivity. Okay, it is related to some kind of heat. And electrochemical means electricity, such as piezoelectricity. What is piezoelectricity? It means the electricity generated by pressure and latent heat. And electrical conductivity. Okay, so these molecular structures or we can say molecular crystal or organic polymer show these thermal mechanical and electrical mechanical properties also. Okay, so conductive polymer and organic semiconductor show the electrical conductivity, and the electrical optical property also comes in electromechanical things. Okay, so for historical reasons, such properties are mainly the subject of the areas of polymer science and materials. Okay, So now we have talked about solid state properties also. Now let's discuss some objective questions related to today's topic. So first is, which among these is or are quantitative properties of organic compound? Option A, order; B, consistency; C, solubility; and D, none. So all the three are qualitative properties of organic compound, not the quantitative. So D, none is the correct answer. Next question is, which among these is or are neutral organic compound? Option A, MgCl2; B, NaCl; C, both; and D, none. So I have explained that Na have one positive charge and Cl have negative charge. Similarly in MgCl2 also two positive and negative charges. So both of the charges cancel each other. So MgCl2 and NaCl both are the neutral organic compounds. So these were the topics covered in today's lesson.